it's Alex. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much. I feel really nervous. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm back. Yes, I've had a little bit of a break. This is the first video that I've made this year. I really hope that those of you that have been long-term subscribers or short-term subscribers didn't think I'd just fallen off the edge of the earth, and did manage to see the note that I'd put on the community tab in the new year saying that I was taking some time out from making YouTube videos. I had just got myself to the point where I was kind of taking it too seriously, and I turned my much loved hobby into something that was beginning to feel like a job. Completely self-imposed deadlines, and I'd be sewing something and I'd get to the point where I was tired or my back was aching. Does everyone else get achy backs? And instead of stopping, I would continue because I think, oh, I better talk about this week. And yeah, it just got to the point where I needed to stop. I wanted to leave the door open in case I found myself missing it, and sure enough, pretty soon I found myself certainly sewing, but I have really missed making YouTube videos. I've missed all of you, I've missed the community. No one wants to talk to me about sewing in this house. So yeah, I am back. So pre-Christmas, I was doing that whole curated closet thing with autumn winter clothes in mind, and more recently I've been sewing things that will either be suitable for the spring or kind of transitional between winter and spring. I have actually got quite a lot, so I'm certainly not going to cover it all in this one video, but I thought I would start off with a few things that I've made that kind of make an outfit. Not a lot of new patterns. I have been very uninspired recently. There've been loads of new sewing patterns released, but I haven't seen anything in a long time that I've thought, that I've been desperate to make, that I've thought, oh, I've got to buy that straight away. Barring one thing, which I'll come to that in a minute. Shall I get on with it? Right, this is my third pair of Stephen trousers from O's Patterns. There will be a card, I can't remember which corner it is, there'll be a card to my original video when I first made the Stephen trousers, which will be a review of them. I really love her instructions. I really like her, you can tell she has industry experience. They always come with a video which is in French but is beautifully clear, and you can put English subtitles on. But yeah, I really like these. And at the moment, while it's not got, here in the UK, it's not really got warm yet. We've had the odd glimmer of sun. I'm still wearing them with socks, but I know as we go into spring and the bare ankles come out, they're going to work perfectly. Top is a Weiland tank from Elbe Textiles. I was one of the pattern testers on this, so I've made quite a few of these. It's more cropped. This is, I would say, still quite cropped. I added about 5 centimetres to it, so it would naturally otherwise sit there. Not for me. And it comes with either a V-neck or a round neck. Now this is the V-neck, had to feel it. And I just made it out of some jersey. Who knows where it came from that was in my stash. I would say that with this pattern, it is one where you've really got to have a fabric with a good amount of stretch. I can't quite remember the exact percentage, but more importantly, really good recovery. And I would say I'm just about getting away with the armholes there. So if that had been a fabric with better recovery, I wouldn't have that slight gape, but I'm not too worried about it. I've just remembered, with the Stephen trousers, I made a mistake and I was so cross. One of the things I really like about this pattern is it has this flat front, and it's got darts at the back but no pockets, or at the back. The pockets are here at the sides. Not no pockets, that would be madness. But it has this flat front, and it should have, the button should sit on the inside. And yeah, so basically I did my buttonhole should be on the inside and the button would be on the inside so you can't see, on the wrong side so you can't see. So normally you get a really beautiful, lovely flat front there. Clearly I got that wrong. Anyway, I've got over it. I was so cross there, so cross. So far, so, you know, classic, dare I say basic. Then, you know I love a shirt, and one pattern that has come out recently that I liked was the Jenna shirt from Closet Core Patterns. I wanted to make a white shirt and I had this fabric and I just fancied giving some different instructions a go, and I really like this, and I now think this might be my go-to shirt pattern, or maybe it's shirt pattern of the season. It is supposed to be quite oversized, and it also comes as the option to, here's my little pattern, there's an option to make a shirt dress out of it, the sort where you've got shirt at the top and then gathered skirt, which is actually a really nice dress to have. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed making this, and yeah, I do think that the instructions are pretty good. I think certainly for anyone that's made shirts before, you'd have no problems with it. I think they are not entirely beginner friendly or entirely hand-holdy, but they do of course sell a course on how to make it, so you can see why as a business that might not be in their interests if they're selling a video course, and I have no doubts that their video course will be really good because they are usually pretty good closet core. But yeah, it is a pretty standard shirt with a yoke. There is an option to have a, what are those little taggy things at the back called? Like a loop. Anyway, you know what I mean. It is the usual standard collar and collar stand. Their method for doing the collar and collar stand is my favourite method and isn't the traditional way of doing it. So if you're somebody that's ever made a shirt and you find this corner here, where the corner of the collar stand meets the centre front of your shirt, if you find that really difficult to get that to sit neatly, the method that they use to do the collar is a really nice alternative, and I have to say my favourite way of doing it. This fabric is from the lovely, oh my good whatness, what is her name? Lucky Fashions. Manjit! It's from Manjit at Lucky Fashions, menopause. And I bought it from her a little while ago. I like the texture on it. I'll get a close up in case you can't see it. I do find myself wearing shirts far more in the spring and in the summer than at any other time of year. I love them, I really do. I think they're super versatile because you can wear them open like this, or you can button them up and tuck them in, and they just go with everything. When you go on holiday, you stick it on over your bikini. Honestly, I love a shirt, love making them, love wearing them. Okay, so I just thought I'd go and tuck it in to show you that even though it is an oversized shirt, it's not too bulky to wear it tucked in as well, although there is the cropped version if you wanted to go with that. So yeah, this is pretty much a spring uniform for me. Some variation of trousers, some variation of shirt, depending on the weather. It might have something underneath it or not. Anyway, what else do I need to complete the outfit? Well, for those in-between days, you need a jacket, don't you? And this is my Wildwood jacket from Helen's closet, and I really, really love it. I'm wearing it with just the top button done up. I don't really know why, but I feel very comfortable with it like that. Yeah, I really love this. This pattern is designed to completely guide you through the whole process of quilting your own fabric. Did I quilt this? No, of course I didn't. I bought it pre-quilted. God, if I could quilt things like this, that would be amazing. No, I bought it pre-quilted from Simply Fabrics in Brixton. Pretty sure it was some kind of designer dead stock. So it's black on the inside and then this sort of browny colour on the outside. I did spend a bit of time trying to decide what colour binding I wanted to use for the contrast, but being as it's black on the inside, I kind of played it safe, and I am super pleased with how it's turned out. Yeah, there is the vest option as well, so basically same thing without sleeves. I really like the pockets on it. I wasn't sure when I looked at the pictures. I thought, oh, I'm not sure about those pockets, but the minute I placed it on to see, I knew. I was like, yeah, I love it. And it has snap fastenings, and I was also really pleased that I managed to get some snaps colour-wise that seem to work pretty well. These prim ones come in so many different colours, and I find these plastic ones a bit easier to deal with than the metal ones. But yeah, I absolutely adored this. I did stupidly, yeah, I don't know if you can see what I did stupidly, I did add 2 centimetres to the length of the sleeve. I took my measurement and I thought it was needed, and I'm really not convinced that it was. I think it's a bit odd, but I'm certainly not going to whip off the... I could whip off this bias binding and take it up, but I can't be bothered. Too lazy. I like the little details like the shoulder and these, you know, differences in the hem at the back. And for this kind of time of year, where the weather, certainly here in lovely Manchester, weather doesn't quite know what it's doing, it's been brilliant, and I'm wearing it all the time. Jeans, and yeah, there you go. So that is what I've been doing. That's my first little batch of things I've been making. I have got lined up, it's a bit like closet core week for me, because I have lined up, ready, came yesterday, the new Mica dress from Closet Core Patterns. It's one from their, they've got this sort of, is it called a club or like a subscription thing, where you have to kind of join and be a member, and you get, each month they release a new pattern. You can do it on a monthly basis, so you can just join for 1 month, get the one pattern, and then, you know, cancel your subscription, and that's fine. They talked about this month's pattern is this Mica dress, and when I saw it I thought it was really beautiful. I think it's really lovely. It is sleeveless, and then it has like an A-line skirt, but what's interesting is it has side, I'm getting a bit hot now, it has a side button fastening, so there's no zip to it or any other, you know, difficult fastenings. It's just side button fastening, and then I think maybe one at the back on the bodice. And I think the way that the pockets go into it look really interesting. So the only thing is they're not quite warm enough for sleeveless dresses. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make it straight away. Oh, I really want to make it though. So I'm just not sure. It's not sensible to make it straight away. I should probably wait another couple of months. It could be forever with the weather we have. However, I definitely am going to, using this cotton and linen blend fabric I bought in Abercarn in Manchester a couple of weeks ago. You know me in green. Was dying to make another shirt. Basically, I'm going to be making lots of shirts. And I woke up the other day and I thought, right, I've got time to make that shirt out of that green linen. And I had a look through all my shirt patterns, and I just thought, wouldn't it be nice if there was a new shirt pattern released, something that's got a little bit of interest. I'm not a big ruffle person. I don't want ruffles or frills or anything like that, but just some kind of interesting details that I've not seen before. And I went on Instagram, and this was just yesterday, and sure enough, I saw exactly that. And the pattern company posted and said it's going to be released today being Friday, and it is, I'll put a picture up, hopefully she's released it by the time I get this video out. It's from Goldfinch Textile Studios, and it's the Pierce shirt, and it looks lovely. It looks like it's got a front yoke, I don't know about the back because I've only got one picture here, but with some pin tuck details on one side. So I'm really hoping that when I finish doing this, that, because I've signed up to her newsletter, that I'll have a little email and I can buy it, and that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Fingers crossed. Anyway, it's nice to be back. My throat's a bit sore, so sorry if I'm a bit croaky. I have no idea how frequently I'm going to do this at all. That really was my problem. I kind of burnt myself out. There were all these rules about how often you're supposed to post on YouTube and all the rest of it. I have a tendency to be a little bit black and white, and I've been trying to kind of undo that and not say to myself, I must do a video on X day, or I must continue sewing this thing even if my back is aching. So I want to kind of I still want to be here, I'm going to still make videos, but I just want to do them when it works for me. So how frequent that will be, I don't know. But I do have quite a lot of things that I've already made that I'm dying to show you. So hopefully it won't be too long. Probably not next Friday because that's my birthday. Anyway, see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.